Hey guys, this is Mike with Tech Reviews. This is my first video of the day. Right now I'm going to review the gaming console Ouya. It's powered by Android and it retails for $99. This little console was developed by a small company that used Kickstarter money to help develop the console and its games, and as of right now there are almost 700 games available for this console. Now you download all your Ouya games through the App Store onto your 8GB but expandable hard drive. In addition to playing video games, you can also stream music, videos, TV shows, just about anything you can think of, just like any other console these days. Here's a closer look at the console. I personally think it was designed pretty well. You turn it on up top. It's a pretty artsy console. You have vents at the bottom, and then you have your outputs. It's a small little console that doesn't take up a lot of space, which is a huge plus. Here's a closer look at the Ouya's controller. It reminds me a lot of the Xbox 360 controller, but the Ouya feels a little bit more cheaper. It's a little bit heavy up top and it's hollow down here, which is kind of awkward. I didn't like that. The buttons though seem to respond very nicely in all the games, which is a huge plus. The trackpad I did not like. It was hit or miss when it comes to games or browsing. You can turn the Ouya on right there with that little insignia. But the worst thing about this controller are the triggers. It's extremely awkward and I never enjoyed shooting with this controller. It was just way too awkward. Now keep in mind, since this is with a smaller company, you're not going to get the big blockbuster titles you're going to get with the Xbox One or the PS4, like Assassin's Creed. You're not going to get Halo. You're not going to get any of those because it is a smaller company and this does not have the software and hardware available to run these games. Now the Ouya does have 1080p output. Unfortunately, most of the graphics on the games are not very good. A lot of them were created for actual phone use. They were just ported to the Ouya to add more value to it. On another note, the Ouya does let you develop games that you can sell at the App Store. Unfortunately, that's going to be a lot of time and it's very complicated, but if you're looking to start making video games, you might want to think about this console. When it comes to the App Store, every game is free to play, but if you want the full game, you do have to buy it. And most games aren't too expensive, which is a plus, but since they're from smaller developers, you're not going to get the same experience you would with a huge game like Assassin's Creed or Halo or anything like that. You're going to get a very basic game. You also can download apps from the Ouya store, which is pretty cool. Some of my favorite apps are the emulators, which you can emulate old consoles onto the Ouya, but you have to download the games for the emulators from the internet and then just download that to your hard drive, which is something to keep in mind, but you can definitely play old school video games on the Ouya. There are some really cool games for the console, but most of the games are pretty crappy. Unfortunately, I don't feel the App Store was designed very well. It's kind of complicated, there's a lot of things going on, and it's hard to navigate through the whole App Store. At the end of the day, I feel pretty indifferent about the Ouya. Yeah, it has a few cool games that are one of a kind, and I like the idea of the console, but it doesn't do anything real great. So take it or leave it. This is Mike with Tech Reviews. Go check my other videos, comment, subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow my blog, follow my vlog. You stay classy, go with God.